Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this live iftar crossing. But we are doing two of these crossings today, one now and of course one right before iftar. My name is Faraz Patel. I would like to welcome you to Hilaal TV, TSTV channel 347. This part of the program is brought to you by Africa Muslims Agency, and you can see behind me there's going to be a mass iftar happening here at the Al-Furqaan Centre here in Finetown. So let me welcome my first guest, or I'd like to say host, because he's a stalwart within Africa Muslims Agency. It's none other than Ashraf Gangrekar. Ashraf, assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Always a pleasure speaking to you, listening to you, taking your wisdom. Pleasure for you to host us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. Walaikum salam to yourself, for us, the team, and indeed to the viewership of Hilaal TV. And on behalf of Africa Muslims Agency, to extend a particular welcome to yourself, the Hilaal team, and all the viewers here to Al-Furqaan. A place, quite honestly, steeped in history, and I know we're going to unpack that and obviously be speaking about the iftar as well. So it's great to be here, and it's great to be engaging you. You're an inspiration to all of us, champ.
Well, I'd like to think so, but you're an even bigger inspiration, Ashraf. Ashraf, you're going to be obviously tonight at the Live Pledge line, a very different one, but we're not going to reveal it now. We want our viewers to tune into that. But talk to us about what is happening at the back, because this is a yearly tradition, isn't it?
Alhamdulillah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. For us, so this place of Al-Furqaan is situated in a place called Finetown near Grosmere. I'm from Cape Town, right? So I learned to memorize these names. But historically, it's very steeped in the history of AMA. That quite 30 odd years ago, this place was established as a place of da'wah. That children would come and be housed here, but also be taught. So it's in a, let's be honest, a sub-economic area. And so it's almost part of our give back, and it's an annual event that we invite the community to come and break fast with us. And I'll be honest, there'll be some non-Muslim people as well, but because things are so difficult, come and eat, come and share in the barakah. And then the other special part, as I know as your cameras will pan for us, there are a lot of young people. So we've teamed up with two MSAs from the universities and schools, so young people. And so if they start taking this mantle, the baton of humanitarianism, as it were, they mean a great space. So huge excitement. I love to see the energy of the youngsters and the excitement, and of course the crowds. In your later crossing, you'll see them coming in and watch us all break fast together. And that is more than symbolic. Obviously, it's an Islamic thing to thank Allah that He's brought us through the day, to make our dua. And sometimes, you know, for us, when we do it with the underprivileged, it brings to mind, with all the trials and tribulations and catastrophes in the world, I think of my friends in Lebanon under the bombardment and them breaking fast. Obviously our brothers and sisters in Iran, in all of the Middle East, in Gaza, how can we not speak about? So this is for us sitting here under the African sky, on the red dust, as it were, with the young people, but people who perhaps didn't have much for suhoor, who perhaps didn't have much for iftar. It allows us to cast our minds to those who face hardships daily in Africa, everywhere else, and we try to make a difference. And that's why we're here.
And that's the thing about Africa Muslims Agency, isn't it? This 30 plus years of service to the underprivileged, because we are in the new dispensation, but yet we still have so much of economic hardship that many communities face. Finetown is one of them. And tonight is just a sort of symbolism of giving back to the community, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So, alhamdulillah, just in terms of our longevity, this, in fact, for us, you'd be surprised, is our 40th year of existence, by Allah's mercy, right? And so, for me personally, this Al-Furqaan Centre also houses the Aman School of Excellence, which is, for me, of the flagship projects in our quiver. Because what it is, it provides quality education and aims to make a difference in the lives of people. So to have the community come here and break fast with us, because it's right what you say, despite new dispensations, new democracies, etc., we remain an unequal society. And so this is a microcosm of where we are at in the world. So the same we would be doing as we break fast here across the 23 countries that we are, you know, in the Western Cape, there's the iftars happening, Mozambique and Malawi, and in, quite honestly, Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, and of course, Afghanistan, in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Syria, in Yemen. And so when we break our fast with others, We share in the joy, and obviously the hadith that comes to mind, Prophet ﷺ tells us, if you facilitate the fasting or the breaking of the fast of another, you share in that reward. But we don't do it per se for the reward, but Allah's pleasure. And then quite honestly, the joy and the smile on the face of the recipient who perhaps eats a full meal. And part of this though, what I want to make clear about, it's not a handout mentality for us. It's maintaining someone else's dignity by saying to them, come and sit at our table. And it's, in terms of the theme of our Ramadan this year, it's let's reconnect. I reconnect for myself with my Lord. And then let me reconnect with you, my brother and sister in Islam. And so I want to stress the role of the young people. And so we hope that they will grow with a sense of giving. Because I want to say to you, Faraz, and I mean this sincerely, my belief is that we start developing a generation of youngsters who will give. Then we know, inshallah, the future is in good hands. So that's what this evening is about.
Ramadan Reconnect. That's the theme for Africa Muslims Agency. And this is what it is, isn't it? Reconnecting with those who have less than us.
Absolutely.
To humble us, to bring us down.
Yes.
And this is what the world reads right now, isn't it? Because we've got many tyrants, we've got many oppressors, and we seem to lack the basic fundamentals of just being a human being.
Well, I think that just captures it perfectly. So we can focus either on the food, and yes, alhamdulillah, the MSAs they prepared lots of food, etc. But it's as you said, we want to reconnect with your own humanity. And then if you have the strength to stand for truth and justice, etc. But just for a young person, and alhamdulillah, let's be honest, they come from more privileged homes than what these people are. So no matter, it's got nothing to do with wealth. For me, it's got to do with the mindset. You come here, it's a beautiful evening, and you're wanting to feed. There's a saying that I always say that, alhamdulillah, we're all into let's eat healthy, let's exercise. For us, my man, you're a good young man, alhamdulillah. The best exercise for the heart is when you bend down and help someone else up. This is it. So when I see young people, right, in their humanity, to say we're going to give up our iftar at home or whatever else where we could have gone, and we're going to come and be part of Africa Muslims Agency's iftar here in Finetown at Al-Furqaan, and we're going to serve another human being, then that's a joy that is, it's almost unparalleled, because for me, that is what Ramadan is about. The abstention from food and drink, alhamdulillah, that's the easy part. To earn Allah's pleasure by serving His creation, this is the joy of Ramadan Reconnect.
Uncle Ashraf, always a pleasure speaking to you. We're looking forward to your contribution tonight with the Africa Muslims Agency pledge line. Always good to speak to you. Shukran for hosting us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The honor is ours. And as you said, we look forward to having the entire viewership of Hilaal at 9:30 with excitement tuning in to AMA's pledge line this evening. Catch you later. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
That's Ashraf Kangrekar, a stalwart within Africa Muslims Agency. This is not our last crossing because we are going to be coming back right before the Iftar Adhan. From myself, Faraz Patel, and the rest of the team in Johannesburg, we will see you before the Iftar Adhan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to the Africa Muslims Agency Mass Iftar here at the Al-Furqaan Centre in Finetown. This program was brought to you by Africa Muslims Agency. To check out their Ramadan Reconnect program. Joining me now, I'd like to welcome a man who's no stranger to us here on Hilaal TV. It's none other than Hafiz Hassan Chunara. Hafiz, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and shukran so much for hosting us.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran for being here at Aman School, Al-Furqaan Islamic Centre.
Just give a description of what we're seeing here in the back, because I think over 600 people, if I stand to be corrected, are about to be fed for iftar.
Absolutely, alhamdulillah, what a humbling experience to enjoy iftar, to have iftar with the local community of Finetown, Grasmere. Alhamdulillah, I want to thank the MSA as well, DMJ, for coming out, and their numbers, the team from being here from this morning, they themselves making the food, alhamdulillah, together with the AMA staff, volunteers, and the staff of Aman School, Al-Furqaan, to have this wonderful experience. As you can see behind us, in a few minutes, 600 plus people will be having iftar here.
There's a lot of logistics that goes to this, isn't it, Hafiz Hassan? I wouldn't, I'd love to be in your shoes just to experience how it's being done. But for the viewers out there, talk to us about just arranging this in such a beautiful venue like this.
Alhamdulillah, look, it's obviously participation from many role players. It's not just AMA, it's the donors who've contributed towards the Mass Iftar, who are contributing towards AMA Ramadan Ring Connect. Just, a few hours ago, perhaps 2 days ago, I was in Afghanistan having similar experience with the people of Afghanistan, and we know the new war that's broken out there. Likewise, we are here, there's people who perhaps in Gaza at a time of Iftar, Africa, we know what's happening across the Middle East, Lebanon right now, we are also feeding Iftar, and also the people who are displaced because of the ground incursion at the moment in Lebanon. So the team's preparation around the world, together with the donors' support and the role players in terms of volunteer staff, and in this instance, obviously, MSA, coming out the numbers to ensure people have the spirit of Ramadan. For us in Afghanistan, you go to homes and there's no spirit of Ramadan. People are fasting without the morsel of food, without suhoor, without iftar. And so the Ramadan Reconnect is bringing that spirit and dignity to the people around the world.
What does Ramadan Reconnect for this last 17 days been for Africa Muslims Agency, and just the work that is being done in terms of this?
Absolutely amazing. Whilst I was in Afghanistan and having iftar with the orphans and widows, I wish every donor who had supported the cause, every donor had contributed towards Ramadan Connect could see the impact and the joy that you bring to a family. To see a mother that at the time of iftar, that night when they receive their food parcel, that the child will not go hungry, that the children will have a nourished meal, that at the time of suhoor they will get up and they will have a suhoor. At the time of iftar, it won't just be leftover bread for the last week and water that's just collected from contaminated water. It will be a dignified meal. And so you ask about what's it been like. It's absolutely humbling and inspiring to see donors coming to the fore, joining Ramadan Reconnect to make a difference around the world. As we enter the last sort of 2 weeks of Ramadan, we encourage the viewers out there and the donors to continue supporting the Ramadan Reconnect movement, to continue bringing the spirit of Ramadan locally in South Africa, Africa, and across the globe.
Hafiz Hassan, this is not the last time you're going to be on our screens, because inshallah, of course, the live pledge line will be taking place. We don't want to give too much away. It's going to be a very first year on Hilaal TV. So shukran so much for hosting us. Really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Shukran for having us. Taqabbalallahu minna minkum. I'd like to thank Hilaal TV for coming out and for always supporting and bringing the awareness of such situations and scenarios to the viewers out there.
No, it's always a pleasure. Hafiz Hassan Chunara from Africa Muslims Agency. Now you're going to be hearing a final dua from Imam Mustafa ahead of the Iftar Adhan. Again, this program brought to you by Africa Muslims Agency. From myself, for Hospital, and the rest of the team in Johannesburg, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمنا بالقرآن واجعله لنا إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة اللهم ذكرنا منه ما نسينا وعلمنا منه ما جهلنا وارزقنا تلاوته آناء الليل وأطراف النهار واجعله لنا حجة يا رب العالمين ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا ول أمورنا خيارنا ولا تول أمورنا شرارنا اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا وأصلح ذات بيننا واهدنا سبل السلام ونجنا من الظلمات إلى النور يا ذا الجلال والإكرام وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين سبحان ربك رب العزة أما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أذان أذان الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله